Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mike Armstrong YouTube channel. I just thought I'd come on here and give you some Zoom networking tips. I'm an award-winning networker, and I've won Networker of the Year 2018 at Intrabiz, Wales's biggest business network, which is now a global online network. And I do a lot of networking, around the world, really, especially on Zoom events. So I just thought I'd give you 3 top tips for networking on Zoom. If you like my tips and you like my content and you want to listen to more business advice, networking advice, or follow-up chats from the networking events that I attend with the people I meet on these networking events, please subscribe to my channel. Please like and comment on my videos and interact, and let's get to know each other and let's learn more about networking together. So tip number 1 for networking on Zoom is make yourself memorable. Either pick a background, or have something interesting in the background, or dress differently, wear some shades like I do. Do something that people are going to remember you for, because they meet a lot of people online, and you want to be the one that they remember. Also, lots of people take pictures of the events and they share it to social media, etc. You want to be the one that stands out. That would be tip number 1. Whether you're online or in the real world, make yourself memorable, make yourself stand out. Tip number 2 then for Zoom would be in networks that don't block the chat. I don't know why networks do block the chat, but anyway, in ones where they don't block the chat, have one-to-one chats with people in the chat bar. To make sure you're speaking to people, building relationships, not just going through the sort of pitching exercise which you get at these events, but actually chatting with people, asking how they are, introducing yourself, saying hello, asking them for something, or would you like a follow-up call or a Zoom or a one-to-one, that sort of thing, and actually come out of the event with the next courses of action with the people that you want to connect with, rather than having to do those courses of action at another time. To actually have a meeting, a Zoom meeting lined up for the next day, or in my case, have somebody lined up to come on your podcast, to have a chat with you, and that sort of thing. So that would be tip number 2. Tip number 3 then, I think this is the most important tip, is make sure you know your LinkedIn profile URL, and make sure you put that in the chat so all the other people in the room can connect with you. So like, for example, my LinkedIn profile URL is https www.linkedin.com/in/Mike Lee Armstrong. And if you've got a load of numbers in your URL, you should go to LinkedIn and change your profile URL to a vanity URL, which is basically a word or something describing you that you'll be able to remember. If you put it in the chat as www.linkedin.com/in/Mike Lee Armstrong, the link won't work. But if you put it in as https www.linkedin.com/in/Mike Lee Armstrong, then people can actually click on that link and connect with you via LinkedIn while the event's going on. And so that would be part A of tip 3, would be to make sure you know your URL and get it in the chat so people can connect with you. Because once you're connected on LinkedIn, you're connected for life. Unless you decide to get rid of each other, which doesn't really happen, doesn't happen to me, and it shouldn't happen. And so basically you're always connected for life, and you can follow up through that LinkedIn connection then. And then part B of that LinkedIn connection, it would be when other people are putting in their HTTP links into the chat, click on them as the event is going on and get connecting with people on LinkedIn. If you just connect with them, you won't you won't remember who it is if you're connected with lots of people. So as you connect with them as well, once they accept it, send a message to them saying, oh, great to connect with you, or, how you doing, or whatever. And that way then, that message will appear in your messages. So then when you go in and out of your LinkedIn regular and check your messages, you are then in a conversation with that person. So you haven't just connected with them for life, but you're actually in a conversation with them where you can start, offering a follow-up call or building a relationship, getting to know each other, or whatever it is that may be. So they would be my top 3 networking tips. And if you want to find out more about some of the networking events that I go on, or more tips and advice from me on my website or in social media, or anything else from me at all, including some of my motivational quotes, etc., check out #MikeArmstrong on Google or on social media, and you'll find a lot more content from me. So that's pretty much all I want to say. Nothing else left to say other than have a great day. I know I will. Thanks very much for listening. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Cheers. Thanks. Bye-bye.